Hello, this is Fuzzy Wingman, and welcome to the 10th battle. This one is an assassination level, and Team Tempestus is going to be on the attack, so they're taking out Julius because he's had a history of taking out their leader pretty well. So we'll go straight into the roll-off to see who goes for deployment. The person who loses setup first. They both roll 6. What do you know? Alright, so Team Tempestus wins, so Team Adept gets to choose their deployment zone. Little Team Adept will go here, just because their dice is over here, and it's just made it nice and simple. So we have... I just gotta kind of read this. Okay, so... they have to have their leader somewhere in the center of the deployment zone. And they could be up to here. So they can actually put Julius here, but I don't really know if they want to. Let's see here. Get out of the way, people. Where? So, he's about center. There we go. Two-handed. Okay, so with such a huge kind of... Couldn't I get him? Technically, it's only 5 inches from... 5 inches from here, and then it's like curved. Okay, they can get him. And I'm gonna have to really try to hide him. That's actually kind of hard. Because now Team Tempestus kind of knows what they need to do is put themselves in position to try to see him as soon as they can. So let's see if they... Oh, he is basically impossible to hide. So let's say I take someone with range, and they went all the way down here. They actually... Oh, wait. This is up as close as they can get. They can see his hand, no problem. Alright. I think that's going to quickly dictate how everything goes. Alright, I need to actually see how far back this team... Team Adept wants to make it so that Team Tempestus literally has to go through their models to get to Julius. And we're just going to start putting some models here, making a combo line, kind of. Gonna have Brutus just poking his head out and like, oh, hey guys. There are things going on. And they're just forming a blob over there. So he can be up there. She'll be right here. That guy's will be back there. There. Yeah, they're not necessarily going for cover. They're just going to be very super aggressive. Marcus is going to be right here. He's going to do his usual thing likely. Now these guys just finish. So one thing from the medic side provides a lot of boosts for people. She's got it. She's got it for the whole team. So the whole team is going to have her insanity medic boosts. Actually, there is a tactic that they could spend to not get shot at, and to make it so team. Well, they don't think Team Tempestus is going to really shoot at Julius that much. Maybe 1 or 2 people, but I think he can live. So Team Adept will spend 1 command point for Marcus, which I think Marcus... Okay, Marcus is not maxed his level, so he does gain the experience for that. If he survives this mission, he will be maxed out. So he will do his advance. He'll go up to 11 inches. He's just going to put himself right here. Say hello. Alright. Let's see who has the initiative for the first... Okay, they managed to roll the same value. I was about to say, that's a really shitty roll. And this was a better roll, so Team Tempestus has the initiative. What do you know? Staying the inch away. The question is, how well can... Okay, they can't really see Julius, but, you know, at this point they're not too worried about that. They're going to move and shoot like crazy. And Raltia pretty much has everyone. She's not going to declare a charge because he has a flamer, so she knows that's just going to end horribly for her. She'll move right there. Okay. Marcus will... They're just going to ready up everyone, so that way they can get some shots off as quickly as they can. And Julius is going to do the smart thing, just back the fuck up. And now, let's see here. I'm curious how many points does comm tactics cost? Not that one. Okay, it's 1 command point. So I'll spend the 1 command point for Team Tempestus, which is the tactic New Intelligence, because Fairstein is level 3. She can make one of these models readied. She's going to do Ryan. So Ryan is readied. We move into the top of the shooting phase, so which gives orders. So she's going to give orders for him, bring it down, so that way he can re-roll wound rolls of 1. And he fires first. So the question is which target, because Marcus is going to light up a lot of people, but Marcus, he can also light up a lot of people. He also can re-roll the number of attacks he has, and he suppresses. So Ryan is going to fire into Cassius, because that is the most deadly target. Does Fairstein want to add to his hit rolls? Since I should actually check range, I think he's well within. Yeah, he's well within the double tap, so he'd be forced to hit right now. Yeah, Fairstein will add to his hit rolls, so he'll leave 3 to hit. He's going to overcharge because he already rerolls 1s because he's skilled. 2 hits 2 to wound because he overcharged, and he gets to reroll once. So 2 wounds on Cassius. He failed them both, so he can't spend to try to reroll any of that. So damage 2. We get to choose the highest result. That's a 6. So he took Cassius out of action. And the other good thing is that there's no, well, not really good thing for Team Tempestus, but there's no like bonus points for taking out models. They actually have to take out Julius, and that's it. So now it moves back. Basically, just will now stay with Team Adept because they have all the ready models. We're going to start trying to plink. Oh. Well, no. He still has to roll technically a different target for the other, so even if he threw a grenade, he can't... Actually, no. Yeah, no, he rolls a normal shooting attack, so they're out of range. So instead, he's just going to fire his bolter into her. Oh, man, I'm forgetting her name. I think it's like Molly or something. Either way, she's not obscured, so 3's to hit. Oh. Yeah, okay. 3 to wound. Wow, he failed to wound. He's not going to spend the command point to re-roll that because there's a lot of other shooting and they might need to re-roll for him later. So he fired. Brutus can't see her, so he's going to shoot at Regia. 2 shots, 3's to hit. He gets to reroll 1s because he's part of that skilled team. But if you reroll a 1 again, it doesn't matter. 3 to wound. He wounds. So she wasn't really obscured for him. She has her 4-up armor. She failed. Yeah, whatever. She won't spend the command point because now I'm just double checking Raltia's ability. It's now when she technically she would suffer a wound, but instead she rolls a dice. On a 6, that wound is not lost because, you know, there's a field medic next to her. So she's good. Holy fuck, Team Tempestus. Just turtle and you'll be okay. Nero's gonna do his best to take out... And he's actually gonna shoot Ryan. Even though others will shoot later, he knows Ryan is the one who takes out pretty reliably. So 1 hit. Fails to wound. He will spend the command point, their last command point, to reroll that. He still failed to wound. That's... Team Adept is not on a roll at all. So Marcus's main target will be Lucidina. How many shots? 6. He's gonna put 2 on Lucidina, 2 on Fairstein, and 2 on her. So the 2 on... is it Lucidina or Lucindia? Well, it's strength 4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a regular old flamer, which should be 4. I just need to double check because it's been a while. Yep, 4. Those, both these 2 wound against her. So 2 4-up armors. She failed both. She can't really spend the command points to... she will spend command point to reroll 1 of them. It failed anyway, so medic ability, 2 6s. No 6s, so she takes the wounds. But however, Raltia still makes it where he has to roll an additional dice for the injury roll. It's just he has to take the lowest result. Well, 5 is the lowest result, and that's still taken out of action. And and heck, he still has more targets getting hit. So now Ferristine, both wound, so her armor saves. Passed one, but failed one, no rerolls, but instead she gets her 6-up medic ability, so nope. 2 injury rolls, but takes the lowest one. So Ferristine has a flesh wound. Now the one against their leader. Both wound. Made 1. Medic save. Medic saved. So that was quite a beating from Bruce. Oh. Alright, so Marcus just fired, so he did quite a good job there. So now we need to see who's going to try to take out what they can. Ferristine doesn't like what Marcus just did, so she's going to fire back at him. He is obscured from her. Actually, no, his foot is not obscured, but she has an injury, so 4 is to hit still. 2 hits, 5 to wound, 1 wound. Marcus has to take a 5-up armor save. Actually, let's see here. I need to double check Marcus. There's a lot of stuff that he has for like being a badass and surviving. Oh, he could survive, reroll 1 hit roll or wound roll, so he could have rerolled one of the. Actually, no, he wounded everything, so there was no reroll there. And he does add 1 to his saving throws, but that was not enough. So there is an injury roll. He probably has a tactic to modify this, but he doesn't have command points to modify that, so he's out of action. She got flamed, and she took him out in response. Alright. Whew. Team Tempestus, can you just go, go, go? They've already taken out a good part of Team Adept. So Regia is taking her 2 shots against him. He's also out in the open. He didn't get close enough to the cover. So 3's to hit. Reroll 1s because she's part of the skill team. So whiff. Noella can see through her teammate, and also he is not obscured, but the question is no, yeah, she's still well within the double tap, so 3's to hit. Reroll 1s because she's part of the skill team. So 2 hits, 5's to wound, 1 wound, 1 5-up save for Nero. Failed. Aren't they lucky? Don't they get to reroll 1s? Yes! Part of the lucky team. He gets a reroll. And it still fails. So an injury roll. He's not obscured. Shit, so that's taken out of action. Holy shit, Tempestus. We haven't even finished firing everyone yet. Right. He had the ability to grenade her because it was 9 inches. So she's going to fire 2 shots into him. He's obscured. It's 4's to hit. No hits. Kind of as expected at this point. Braultia will take. Does she have range for 1 shot? Yes, she does. So, long range, obscured, so 5 to hit. Doesn't hit, as kind of to be expected. And he has a pistol, which still is 12-inch range. But with all of his teammates in the way, he literally can't see that. I mean, she. Brutilla. She can't see. So that's everyone fired. No one's melee, so there's no fight. well, Team Tempestus doesn't have enough injured or out to do a break test. But Team Adept is already on a break test. 5. That is a pass. So they're still good on their break tests. She's near too many people that she actually can't fail her nerf check, so there's no need to roll for a nerf check. So we move on to round 2. Oh boys. This is looking bad for Team Adept. Yeah. Let's see who's... Okay. Oh yeah, they all both go up by 2. That. So he's gonna remain hidden. See, they're thinking, oh, why not we charge? But then I realize if they charge, the other models will just walk around and start shooting him. So they kind of want to do their best to shoot the people who are going to likely wound. And again, Team Tempestus will spend a command point to make it so Ryan is readied. I just realized that's Fairstein spending command points, but she's max level, so she doesn't care about experience. So we'll give orders to Ryan again of bring it down, and Ryan will double tap into Gaius. Because Gaius is the the biggest problem, and Fairstein will add to him, so he's 3s to hit, reroll 1s, overcharged, obviously. Oh, good thing Fairstein added, because that's 2 hits, 2s to wound, and because of bring it down, he rerolls 1s, so he's going to reroll this one. So that's 2 wounds on Gaius, 2 6-up saves, made 1, failed 1, he will spend the command point to reroll this one because, well, he rolled another 1, so. Yeah, injury roll. They'll spend a command point to reroll this one. Doesn't matter, so Gaius takes a flesh wound. Gaius is going to throw a frag grenade. Main target here, so that way he can spread them around. First how many shots. Spending the command point to reroll that because it's useless. Oh boys, this is a useless grenade. He made that as his target. It is obscured at least for him. That's important, but he needs to hit. He hits. Now with the wound roll. That's wound. She gets her 4-up armor. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the. She rerolls wound rolls on. Save rolls of 1, so she's gonna be taking it. But first, Raltia's medic ability. Oh, so close. So he's gonna do an injury roll. This is where it starts getting funky. So he's got the Siege Master, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, guys, it's which means he adds 1 to the injury roll for a model that's obscured. So a negative penalty would be she's diehard and she's obscured, but that's that. So he still needs a 5 or higher to take her out of action. Okay. He manages to take her out of action. His grenade actually does something. even though it's one person. Brutus has actually a very clean shot on her, so he's taking his 2 shots. So he knows he could break this bubble if he can get them, take her out. 3's to hit, and 3's to wound. So he failed to wound one of them, so she's got 1 armor save. She failed it. I don't think she can heal her. Heal-matic. Roll a d6 when a friendly model within 3 inches of the smallest suffers a wound. Usually, it's for aura effects, as long as it doesn't state that it doesn't affect the model who has the aura ability, they get the aura ability. So, I'm guessing she can heal herself. And she does. So, these 2 are fired. Now, these 2 are likely going to have a bad day. So Regia will take her 2 shots. 4's to hit. 1 hit. 5 to wound. Doesn't wound. And the problem is they aren't going to be real good at wounding. Luella taking her 2 shots. 4's to hit. 1 hit. 5 to wound. Doesn't wound. This is kind of the problem. Broltia. Well, actually no. Brutus is pretty open to her, so she's going to take 2 shots at Brutus because that is 3's to hit. And both hit, 5's to wound. 1 wound, 1 5-up save for Brutus. He failed it. He's out in the open. So it's 4 to take him out of action. No rerolls, so he just takes a flesh wound. And now she's fired. This time, Brutilia does have a shot over her ally. Because she just has a pistol. He's still obscured, so it's still 4 to hit. But at least it's not long range. So 1 shot, it actually hits. 5 to wound, doesn't wound. So she's fired. And now her. Again, Brutus is a pretty good juicy target because he's not obscured to her, but she's still injured. So 4's to hit, 2 shots. She's really good at hitting things even though she's injured. And she's good at putting the wounds on things, so Brutus, no, you failed your armor save again. Another injury roll. That's that, but he's at 2 wounds, so he's going to start feeling that. And that's Team Tempestus fired. At the end of round 4, there's the chance of them not assassinating, but... Okay, break test on Team Adept. Again, they pass. Julius is just like, I'm good, guys. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they have one more model get injured, they'll have to do a break test. Nerve check? She has too many people near her. She's not going to have a problem. Can't remember. Yeah, no, nerve checks don't matter how many flesh wounds you have. But he still has to roll, likely. Right? It's a -3 penalty. It'll be add 3 penalties. So if I roll a 6, that's a 9. Yeah, okay. He's got to roll. That's a 7. A regular Space Marine is a 7, so he passes. Now Gaius, he passes. So they actually had chances of failing their morale there. Round 3. Alright, we'll see who has initiative. Yep. Okay. So 8 and 7, so Team Tempestus still has it. And this time, they're just going to ready up everyone. Because they realize they might be able to take out actually, Well, first of all, everyone goes up by 2. Less than 3, so. Yep, he's going up there. And they will spend the command point to make him ready. Will they do that? Since they move first. Yeah, they will. Team Adept has to make him hide more. So it's basically, they will still do that knowing that Team Adept could do that, but they're going to hopefully eliminate as much as they can here. So he will give the orders to him, bring it down. Since he's out in the open, he's going to fire first right into Gaius. And, alright, Gaius is now out in the open. Fairstein can't give him the +3, but he's still 3s to hit. He's overcharging. 2 hits, 2s to wound, reroll, reroll. 2 wounds, 2 6-up saves for Gaius. Made 1, so he'll spend a command point to reroll the other one. Failed. Well, the watch timer might be annoying, but at least I don't lose footage. I might think about investing into, well, not really investing, just buying a better camera. And it's only investment if I get money back out of it, but I won't. So, anyways, injury roll, 2 dice. He does add 1 because Gaius already has a wound, and because he's out in the open, he's taken out of action. And now he's fired. He's going to do his best to shoot at Raltia, since he knows the medic is, or all the power is. 4 is to hit because he does have the injury on him. He gets to reroll 1s. He will spend their last command point to reroll the other one. Okay, so 1 hit, 3 to wound. It wounds. Raltia gets her 4-up armor. She failed. She'll spend their command point to reroll that because she needed it. But she gets her 6-up medic ability. Still failed. Injury roll. He has to roll 2 and select the lowest because of the medic. So she takes a flesh wound, which at this point makes it so they will start having to take leadership checks, possibly. But they're going to first see if they can kill him. So Regia takes her 2 shots at him. 1 hit, 5 to wound, doesn't wound, whatever. Noella takes her 2 shots. He's pretty much out in the open. 3s to hit. Both hit. Even if he was scared, they would have hit. Oh, snake eyes. Bad time for that. She's going to do her 1 pistol shot because she's, you know, going to try. Doesn't hit anything. Regia's going to add to Raltia's attacks. To add 1, basically countering the injury. So it's 3s to hit because he's not scared to her. Both hit. 1 wound. He takes his 5-up save. He gets to reroll because he's lucky. He can only reroll once. Not even going to roll because he's already got 2 flesh wounds. So he takes his last flesh wound and he's out of there. And no one else can see. So we move on to the break test, which actually is going to apply to both teams. So first, Julius. Julius is good. He's just going to be like, I'm hiding here. 8. Shit. Well, they can't reroll that. They are broken. So now they have to roll for every single person. Ryan is out on his own, so that's going to be pretty bad for him. 2 plus 2 is 4, so he passes. Regia. Also, I just realized break test is it 2 people with 2 inches? 2 inches, and she's got like what, everyone? She's got 3 people around her. That means she was going to be subtracting 1, meaning she automatically passes. So she was going to automatically pass, she will automatically pass, she will automatically pass, she will automatically... They all automatically pass because they're all next to each other. So there's no... As long as Ryan keeps up with these guys, they're not going to fail. So round 4. Man, they're going to like kill everyone but Julius, then it's going to be sad. Alright. 10. Oh, both guys go up by 2. Julius is still there. Now we start doing the smart thing. Ryan is going to advance. So it goes down. You won't see yet. Regia is going to advance. Only 7. Noella is going to advance. She gets like the full 12. So she's like smack dab there. Brutilia is going to advance. Woo! Say hello to my little friend. Raltia will advance. 9 inches, so she'll get to be about here. And Ferristine, how far are you going to go? Nice, good 9 inches. What's Julius going to do? Julius is going to ready up. He's like, there's not enough people in front of him to worry. And now, calm 1, cost 1. I don't think Ryan has any shot. Ryan doesn't have a shot, which is what I really wanted. It is at the end of the movement phase, right? Yeah, at the end of the movement phase. There's really no point giving that order at that point because he can give the order for her to be just ready. So I'm just going to move... Oh, I never... No, I did check. Team Tempestus has it. Right? Yeah, I think I did. I'll figure it out in editing. Actually, I think I can only choose a model that would be able to shoot terrain, not ones that have advanced. Anyway, now that I think about it for the command point. Either way, top of shooting phase, she's going to give the order for her to be able to fire after advancing, which I guess just brings the point of now Julius has his target. So Julius will fire 2 shots right into her. Both hit. He's going to spend both command points to reroll that. Oh, good thing he spent both command points. He's only 1 of those wounded. It's a 5-up save, though. Well, they have lots of command points, so they'll spend 1. Oh, it's there for a moment. She's not near Raltia, so he just goes straight into an injury roll. That was unlucky of her. So he's fired, everyone else has advanced, so they can't fire. Oh, jeez. And now we have to do the break test on Julius. 7, he's still good. Julius is just like, I don't care that my entire team is out of action and potentially dead. They're already broken, so first Ryan. 3, 3, 6, he's good. Might as well do her. 3 plus 4 is 7, but because she is 7, she passes. Royalty is within 2 inches, so if she rolls a 6, she fails. So Royalty passes, Regia passes, Fairstein passes. So they all pass in the end. And now they actually have to roll to see if the battle ends. So this, if it ends, this is so fucking sad. It ends. And because of that, the defender wins because the leader's not taken out of action. So that sucks. They'd even just as they get close to him. But hell, they did a good job. So Team Tempestus loses 1 morale again. It's not looking good for Team Tempestus. They have a chance of potentially losing this war now. Because that's their one resource that's getting now will be at 1 thing. So who knows? The next mission might be the final mission. We'll see next time. But before that, let's see who dies. All right. Time to see if these people even have to roll. Okay. And Royalty. Yay, Royalty is good. And now, time to see if anyone dies. Fairstein, you're level 4. Please live. Whew. She lives. And she also has an ability where she could potentially recover intelligence. I've been rolling for it at the end of every match, like very much secretly, but she's never gained intelligence. But I don't roll for it on camera because it's kind of like, it usually doesn't matter. Because so far she hasn't gotten it ever. Well is dead. You think you're like Malia or something? Well, I'll have to start learning your name because you survived. Lucindia or Lucidina? I can't remember exactly. Well, I'm going to have to start remembering. Okay. Now for Team Adapt, who has like everyone but Julius, which still makes them win. Gaius! Alright, you might lose one, but you're still alive. And Gaius just maxed out his level, so he's going to gain an ability, whatever that is. Now, Cassius. Alright, and you're still going. Brutus. 6, Brutus is good. Marcus. 6, you've been still good. And Marcus just reached max level. Nero. Well, he isn't a specialist, so he doesn't gain experience. Well, as usual, at least one model dies. In this case, it's should be a replaceable model. I'll have to check. I might actually have to do some painting to get a new model out, though, for replacement, which would be annoying. So anyway, that was Mission 10. We'll see what happens for the next one. So, have a fabulous day, everybody.